NHL training camps are officially open, and hockey season's right around the corner. I'm so excited. Let's get into this week's questions. Just like the other weeks of this, make sure you go down in the comments, leave me some questions to answer to be featured in next week's video. I do these every Fridays, and I'll answer every single comment that's left in the comments. First up, Max is a Nerd asked, do you like playing NHL 23? So, if you haven't noticed on my longer form videos, I started making NHL 23 content as background footage. I mostly just do it because it's a lot safer and I won't get copyright striked later on. But I bought NHL 23 specifically to make background content, but I also do really like enjoying it. I really like HUD a lot. I'm really excited for NHL 24 and all the new changes that they're bringing, and I think it'll be a really fun game and a really good boost of life into the series. Max is a Nerd also asked, who do I think will be the President's Trophy winner? Well, after Boston won it last season, I think it's very possible that they're not going to win it this season at all. I think they're going to drop by about 20 wins. I mean, they lost a lot of their forward core this year, and I think it's going to hurt them a lot. Honestly, I think this is the year that New Jersey steps up and really takes over the Metro and takes over the league. They look very solid overall, and if they can just get their goaltending down a little bit, I think they'll be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best. That really kills me to say as a Penguins fan, but I am really excited to watch them this year because I think they're going to be a lot of fun. They have their young core strapped down for a lot of years, so this is just the beginning of what's to come for the New Jersey Devils, and I think it's going to be really exciting to watch. Max Ice Maddox asks, are the Edmonton Oilers Cup contenders this year? Having Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, I think gives the team a really good shot to win the Cup every year. I think the one thing that's going to screw them, though, is their goaltending again. If you would have asked me last year, I think it would have been their defense, but since they got Mattias Ekholm, that's really been shored up a lot, and he's helped a lot in terms of the defense. The one thing that makes me really hesitant about giving a yes or no answer is their goaltending, though. Jack Campbell hasn't been very good since signing his contract with the Oilers, and Stuart Skinner's still just young and still developing. He was an all-star last year, but he also had some points in the season where he didn't look very good. I think this season's largely going to come down to those two getting their act together and putting together some solid numbers. If they do that, I really do think that the Edmonton Oilers will be Cup contenders this year. It just comes down to those two guys. This one's a little bit of an outdated question, but Max Ice Mass asked, do I think Mike Babcock will get fired? Looking at this one now, it's really easy to answer. Yes, I do think he will get fired, because he already did. If you didn't watch it already, I put out a video going over all the things that Mike Babcock's done in his career to players, and even the current things that he just got fired for. Go check it out, it's a good video, and it's the most recent video besides this. I hope we don't see that old dinosaur back in the league. The league has no place for him anymore. Max Ice Maddox asks, start bench cut, Marner, O'Reilly, and McKinnon. For me, this is a pretty easy one. I would say start Nathan McKinnon, bench Mitch Marner, and then cut Ryan O'Reilly. Ryan O'Reilly's getting up there in age, so he's going to age out sooner than the other two will, and he's also not as good offensively as the other two. Nathan McKinnon's just the best overall player out of the three, and I think he provides a lot on defense that he doesn't always get credit for. Marner's just elite offensive talent, and he also does have some skill defensively too, so taking him over O'Reilly doesn't hurt as much. The final question of the day comes from Max is a Nerd again, and he asks, do you think the Penguins will trade Carlson after next season? He'll be making $11 million at 37. See, I'm a little confused by this question. Erik Karlsson's only 33 right now, and he will be 37 after his contract runs out. At that point, he probably won't no longer be an $11 million player. But as of currently, I still think that he has the potential to hit that again, especially if he could put up 100 points again. I don't think he will, but I think there's still some potential for him to do that. Personally, the only way I think Erik Karlsson will get traded is if in the last 2 years of his contract, he decides that he wants to go to another team if the players on the Penguins are in a decline already. If in 2 years the Penguins are starting the rebuild, I could see Carlson requesting a trade because the only way he can be traded is if he waives his no movement clause. But as of right now, I don't think that's very likely, but I guess only time will tell, and it kind of depends on the next 2 years. Thank you to both Maddox Ice Maddox and Max is a Nerd for asking questions for today's video. It means a lot to me, and you two are keeping the series alive. Don't be shy and go leave some more questions for me in the comments below for next week's episode. I'll answer everybody that asks, and you'll get featured in the video. While you're down there, subscribe to the channel, because it really helps me grow, and I'm trying to hit 300 subscribers, and I'm so close.